Hey, I'm Jake. I love going out to concerts and exploring the city, but this one night, I genuinely thought I wasn't going to make it home. It was last fall. I had just seen one of my favorite indie bands downtown Saturdays, and the show ended around midnight and I was exhausted. So I called an Uber. The app said my driver, Mark, was 5 minutes away in a black sedan. Everything seemed normal at first. Mark pulled up on time, and the car looked clean. He greeted me with a polite "Jake," and I confirmed. I got in the back seat, buckled up, and we were off. The first 10 minutes were uneventful, though. The GPS was guiding us smoothly, and I was scrolling through social media. But then Mark took a turn that didn't make sense. Down a dimly lit side street, my heart started to race. I spoke up. "Hey, I think you missed the turn." He didn't respond. He just kept driving, his eyes locked on the road. My stomach tightened. I glanced at my phone to check the map, and sure enough, we were completely off route. Mark?" I said louder this time. "You okay, man? This isn't the way." Still no response. Now I was fully on edge. I looked out the window. No traffic, just warehouses and empty lots. My heart started racing. I debated whether I should bail out of the car, but we were going too fast. Then he spoke, his voice low and monotone. "Don't worry. I know a shortcut. A shortcut. Through an industrial wasteland?" "Yeah, right." I forced a nervous laugh. "Nah, I'm good with the main roads, thanks." He didn't reply, just kept driving deeper into the deserted area. That's when I noticed something that made my blood run cold. The child locks were on. I couldn't open the doors from the inside. My hands started shaking as I texted my friend, "Something's wrong. Call me in 2 minutes." No response. Of course. We drove in silence for what felt like an eternity, the tension thick enough to choke on. Finally, I spotted a gas station up ahead, bright lights, cameras, and people. Desperation took over. "Hey, can we stop here? I need to use the bathroom." For a moment I thought he wouldn't stop, but then, without a word, he pulled into the station. The second the car slowed down, I yanked on the lock mechanism and slammed my shoulder against the door until it finally gave. I tumbled out onto the pavement, my heart racing. Mark just sat there, staring at me through the rearview mirror. No anger, no reaction, just this cold, blank expression. I sprinted inside the gas station, panting like I'd just run a marathon. The clerk gave me a weird look, but I didn't care. I told him to call the cops while I kept an eye on Mark's car. But when I turned around, he was gone, just vanished into the night. Third, the police took my statement, but there wasn't much they could do. The app said Mark's profile was deleted and the license plate he used didn't match any registered vehicle. To this day, I have no idea who he was or what his intentions were. But I do know one thing: I'm a lot more cautious about getting into random cars now. Stay safe out there, guys.